Hello, and welcome back for another episode of Financial Freedom by 40. In this week's episode, we are exploring some of Australia's beautiful top end. We visit the beautiful Litchfield National Park with all of its amazing swimming holes and waterfalls. We also stop in at the little town of Berry Springs, where we get to enjoy the amazing Territory Wildlife Park and, of course, go for a dip in the stunning Berry Spring. The top end has been yet another amazing part of Australia to explore, and we've really enjoyed our time here. Come along with us and check out the sights we got to see. We're getting closer to Darwin. We're almost at, what are we about? 40 minutes out of Darwin.
Yep.
And we're staying at Berry Springs tonight. So one of the attractions here is the Northern Territory Wildlife Park. So it showcases some of the local animals. So we've stopped in here today to have a look. The Territory Wildlife Park is a great family day out with a number of live talks on throughout the day, including this one that we attended, which is a bird show where you get to see a number of the birds from this area in action, including this osprey who was flying around trying to collect a fish out of the water. We also got to see some other birds in action, including a buzzard, an emu, and some parrots. Then it was off to the wallaby and roo enclosure to check out some other varieties of animals.
Oh, they're quite big.
Oh, there's a little wee one there.
Oh, yeah.
It's eating. Let's go slowly. Oh, look. Isn't it cute? Oh, so cute. So little. So do you think this is a wallaby?
Yeah.
Or do you think it's a joey? Is he soft?
Yeah, he's really soft.
Oh, so cute. Aren't you cute?
Yeah, huge, aren't they?
I can feel like where their tails gone, it goes down.
Oh, I'm coming.
Yep.
Oh, he's
Oh,
so
yeah, they do feel good, don't they?
They're so tame.
Oh, you get this one. There you go. You know, put small.
I won't stand on your tail.
Feel all those ribs.
Oh, he's so soft. Hello.
He's eating carrot.
I'm cleaning your paws.
He's the longest tail though.
Go back to that.
Oh. Well, you're off. You had enough. Had enough of pets.
It's smaller, that one is.
I'm a bit done here now. It's a lot. Oh, it's a lot softer.
Oh, look. He's having a nibble.
What was the thing with the
So
wooden
tiny, isn't he?
where
Or
the
she.
roos are and the wooden door?
Well, there goes the roo.
So what is this one? This is a wallaroo, isn't it?
It's got like almost a black edge on its ears.
Oh, is it the northern nail-tail wallaby?
Or maybe the agile wallaby? Like a little agile wallaby. Look, the one on the top right
Oh,
hand
yeah,
side.
that probably looks more like
Look
it.
at the
Yeah,
one on
it's
the
an
top
agile
right hand side of the
wallaby.
sign.
Yeah,
Probably
it's an
the agile wallaby,
The other one was a northern wallaroo.
you think?
Oh, yeah.
He has very long feet. It's either a northern wallaroo or an antelope wallaroo. I think it was a northern one.
The bird's not doing it now.
Oh, there we go. He did it.
I can't even see the bird actually on the camera.
Yeah, when I do this, the bird does this.
There he goes. Can I get him with the camera? No, it just shows the
Okay.
Oh, there you go. You try nod now. I've got him now. See if he does it. There he goes. He's not performing for you. There he goes. This is a Darwin carpet python. No,
10 centimeters back behind the log, and then
no, but that way. Look.
yeah.
Because it,
diverse habitats from rainforests of northern Queensland to deserts of central Australia. They're semi-arboreal and generally nocturnal predators feeding on small mammals and birds. They're non-venomous, obviously, because they
choke them.
suffocate.
The Territory Wildlife Park is actually quite large and quite spread out, so it has a handy train that takes you around to the various different spots. There are walking paths that go around too, but we found that a bit later in the day our little legs were getting tired and the train was a bit of relief. Since we haven't caught one yet, we're going to show you what a barramundi looks like. This is a barramundi, right?
Yes.
We're not even sure.
Yeah, this is barramundi.
Oh, look, there's the ones we saw swimming the other day. Oh, those were the ones, where we saw those ones in the, where the crocs were yesterday at Cahill's.
Hey, Dad, do you want to see a really, really big long tom?
Maybe that is a
Look,
giant gudgeon.
Look at the size of these long toms. And freshwater even. They're freshwater long toms. Don't tap the glass.
How
Hey,
cute
Mum,
is.
do you think those are cute? How do you look at these ugly guys?
look, long tom.
Oh, yeah, look how big
2,
it is.
3 freshwater long toms, even though we only thought they lived in saltwater.
Cute turtle.
Cute, ugly. Cute,
Did you guys spot those ones with the black spots where the crocs were yesterday?
Yeah.
At Cahill's crossing? A little tweedle.
I think that's a giant gudgeon.
Oh, so it's not a
Yeah, we caught some of
barramundi.
these. Look how big they get.
Yeah.
They're huge.
Yeah, but these are different ones. Again, they must be freshwater
Oh,
ones.
there it is.
Someone spot the character. Look.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
They're quite
how
ugly
would you
looking
see a
things, aren't they?
freshwater croc?
They got the spiky teeth still.
Litchfield National Park.
This little guy's a freshwater crocodile. So you can see, hopefully through the glass, just his little eyes. You just see his little eyes and nostrils sticking up. It's quite hard to see through the glass, I think. But you look down, you can see the rest of them just under the water. They're so well hidden when they're in the water because all you see is the little bit
That is so
sticking out the top.
These are pig-nosed turtles.
I don't know if you can see how well you can see with the camera.
Nose.
His little nose. It does look like a pig
Which
nose.
is kind of French. But not
And
as French.
we think we've spotted a barramundi over there. Can't see him so well now. Oh, there he is. He's big.
That's
He's
a
big.
fresh-
He's fast.
It's a freshwater stingray.
A freshwater
Yeah,
stingray.
it's a freshwater one.
Wow. So we're pretty sure that that big one up there is the barramundi.
And then, but there's another
Well, the confusion is between the barramundi and the sooty grunter, right? So, but we think that's the barramundi.
But they said the sooty grunter grows up to about 4 kilos. That's way bigger than a 4-kilo fish, surely. That looks huge.
I think that's a barramundi.
I think that's a barra. So what's this one, Ollie?
saltwater crocodile, and look below. There's a freshwater crocodile skull. Very different skulls, but very different.
I would not come around here and find.
Much skinnier, aren't they? The jaw, like the guy said. That's a monster. Those teeth.
Huge.
Look at the size of the teeth.
I don't stand a chance.
No. They said there were some clownfish here.
Come back to where I am.
The little black
Stop,
ones.
come back to where I am.
How cool are they?
And walk looking at that. The beautiful corals in it, right? And you care for it. And then you come over for here.
What's it called?
Coral bleaching.
Coral bleaching. Thank you.
And come
Ah.
bleached coral. And then,
Yeah, we've seen a lot of this, haven't we?
yeah, everything's dead.
So these are the bleached ones. Yeah, it's sad, isn't it?
Not.
It's very sad.
The only thing here is a
Climate change. Fake news. Fake news, everybody. Fake news.
Yeah, except we've got to see it for ourselves, haven't we?
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
poor turtle.
Maybe Donald Trump needs a snorkel.
Rest in peace, the giant clam. In loving memory of 200 clams illegally harvested from Australian waters for meat and shell. Sadly missed by the sea reef inhabitants of what? Evans Shoal. And a place to shelter for finding food and for filtering and cleaning the waters of the reef. Extinction is forever.
That's so sad. Because we've seen enough of these in the wild too. The beautiful bright colours. Yeah, yeah.
This big, but
Where is it?
just the left of the arch.
We're looking for a dingo.
I can
The
see
left
it
of the
should be
arch.
It's still behind that bush, just to the left of the arch.
To the left of it.
There it goes.
Oh yeah, I can just see it.
Where is it?
Like right on the left.
Oh, I can see movement. Is he going to come this way where we
Taking
can
a
see?
dump. No, it's lying down.
Oh.
Where?
It's on the other side of that cabbage
Dingo.
tree thing.
I don't think it works
I
like
don't think
that
you're allowed
with
to do that.
dingoes.
Hi, Will. Hi, Luna. Luna? Yeah, I think it's Luna. Hey, Luna.
It's not.
I'm really close.
River.
I don't think that's Luna, honey.
River.
River and Leia.
They seem to move, like, they seem so much like a
Dog.
normal dog, huh?
It's River or Leia.
Do you think you could teach a dingo to be a dog?
I'm not sure, darling. Looks very much like a dog, doesn't it?
They live as brother and sister in the pack.
Look at his horns.
Oh, he's come out. Wow. The horns are huge. They're totally different to the ones we saw in Africa, eh? Like, big horns.
He's seeing you.
They're huge.
Oh, there's some something hopping over there. Wallabies or roos.
Who wants to go for a nutty drive? With a bull next to me.
Hello.
They're massive, aren't they?
They are.
Spot her
Those
off.
horns. You wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of those, would you? Look how wide they are. How wide do you reckon? Like 1.5 meters,
Oh,
maybe?
It's probably like this one that's here, right? Probably a metre and 1.2 wide.
Yeah,
About
pretty
a
big.
metre wide.
Pretty big. Do you know what this was for,
Quite
Xavier?
low though, aren't they?
Do you know what this arm thing was for? On the
Grabbing them.
yeah, it was for when they were mustering them up to catch them, rather than
too
using a
expensive.
lasso.
Yeah, too expensive with the helicopter.
After finishing our time at the Territory Wildlife Park, we made our way across to Berry Springs. The Berry Springs is a spring where the water flows through a sort of river channel area, and you get in at the one end where the waterfall is, and then you follow the channel down. You can just float. A lot of people floated down on pool noodles. We didn't have pool noodles, so we had to sort of swim/float ourselves down the little river and then out to the swimming hole at the end. We got in and out a couple of times, so jumped in at the one end, floated down with the water, and got out, and then went back up and floated back down again. So pretty cool, pretty fun experience. The boys had a really good time here, but I do definitely recommend bringing your pool noodle if you can. It does get quite deep in some parts, and it would have been a slightly more relaxing experience floating down the river on a pool noodle rather than trying to float down on our backs and having you little people try and dunk us as we were making our way through.
This is cool.
Yeah.
Very flashy. You need this, I guess, when you can't swim in the ocean.
By the way, Mum, you might want to put your feet up.
Yeah, there's a big rock there. The next morning, it was time for us to head off to Litchfield National Park. And along the way, we experienced some fog, something that we haven't seen for quite some time. We've just stopped at the information bay in Litchfield National Park. So this is the next national park we're looking at, just outside of Darwin. We've come from Berry Springs this morning and we're going to head into the park. We're not camping in the park. There was no availability. We were a bit late to the party looking at booking campsites. There's only a couple of campgrounds that are actually caravan friendly in here, and they were already full. So we've just arrived here at the information bay up the top here, and we're going to head down and have a look at this Bamboo Creek mine. Then we're staying sort of not far from Wangi Falls at a private camp out here somewhere. So we'll probably have a look at Wangi Falls today. What else have we got on our list of things to do? We're going to see the Tolma Falls, and
Then we head out this way. We'll probably do the Bully Rock Hole and the Florence Falls, and then see the magnetic termite mounds on our way out
tomorrow.
the day after tomorrow.
Yeah. Cool.
So, unlikely to come down here and do the big four-wheel drive tracks. Apparently very experienced, very rocky, and that to get to the Lost City, which would be probably the only one to really have a good look at.
All right, well, let's go have a look. We've seen these hanging in the trees, and we think it must be like a spider's nest or something. You can see it's kind of all stuck together with the webbing.
And then it's filled with leaves too.
Huh. It's like all made out of little dried leaves and stuck together with the silk. We're not too keen to put our fingers in it and find out if there's this big spider inside there.
No.
If anyone knows what they are, leave us a comment and we'll
There's a few up in the tree.
learn a bit more. Let's have a look.
Another one in the tree. And
Yeah, we've seen them in a few places. They're all sort of different varieties of them. So we're off to have a look at the Bamboo Creek tin mine.
they're mining tin at Bamboo Creek. At McCanbar, an Aboriginal campsite along Bamboo Creek, tin was discovered as early as 1906. The site was mined off and on over the next 30 years. In 1941, Charles Steed, Thomas Nikoloff and Charles Claydon became leaseholders and began mining in earnest. By 1949, there were 5 other Europeans as well as local Aboriginal men and women helping to work the mine. Bamboo Creek was reported abandoned by the mid-1950s. During the last 14 years of mining, 46 tonnes of tin concentrate and 250 kgs of tantalite concentrate were taken from the lease. Tantalite was used in alloys to increase hardness.
Mining cart that looks like a boat engine.
Engine? Oh, come on, we've seen these before. What is this?
An engine.
No,
Blubber.
it's a boiler, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, so it was an underground mine, I guess. We're going to find out.
Yeah.
There's a sign up there.
I thought it was an open mine, but it's...
That would explain why water was a problem.
Yeah. Hard labour to the end. Despite the miners' efforts to produce a steady amount of tin, seasonal rains were a handicap. Transporting ore and supplies was difficult enough in the dry season, but during the wet season the miners were often completely isolated by swollen rivers and flooded plains. Conditions in the shafts deteriorated as water seeped in. The moist air was heavy with quartz dust and lung-destroying particles of silica. The wet season of 1951 brought a deluge. The mine shafts filled with water and had to be abandoned. An option on the mining lease was advertised but attracted no interest because of the difficulty of reopening the mine and its marginal viability. The Bamboo Creek tin mine was never worked again. Yeah.
Crazy, hey? Like, there's even bits of just, like, tree used as a... It's got, like, bolts and everything through it. Like, used as part of the construction. The trees are, like, the posts. They're not, like, anything fancy.
Let's go. Oh, there's a tree. We'll use it.
Well, look, it's all part of the construction of the thing.
Separating place?
Right
yeah.
there.
This is where I want to separate it in there. So the simple thing of just crushing it and taking out the unwanted rocks in that.
Oh, so they separated the tin from the ore here, didn't they?
Yeah. What is this thing?
This is a big motor. This would have, like those other ones that we saw, it was probably driven by steam. So there would have been probably a fireplace or something somewhere.
Boiler or something.
And a boiler, and the water came down and would have driven this by steam and rotated this round, and this would have driven a belt that drove something over here.
Our next stop in the Litchfield National Park was the Waterfalls. The Waterfalls are 2 large and beautiful waterfalls that flow down into a giant swimming hole. There's also this cute little swimming hole that is right next to one of the falls, and Ryan and Xavier decided to take a swim across the big swimming hole and go and explore around this area.
You alright there, Dave? You good? Come on, let's go to the waterfall. Huge waterfall. There's a lot of water. There's a lot of current. There's a lot of current, isn't there? Oh, it's freezing.
Meanwhile, back at the picnic area, Ollie and I got to see this huge monitor lizard wandering around looking for some picnics of his own. We then took a walk around the back of the waterfall to explore it from above.
I think they are flying fox, Ollie. So you can hear all the poo dropping.
Bats, all the poo.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep your mouth shut. There's heaps of them.
Yeah.
They're all through the trees.
Yeah, just keep your mouth closed when you're looking up. It's a pooping.
I'm like standing in the top of one of your wings.
Oh, yeah.
holding on to your feet in the other way.
Oh, we're currently doing the Wangi Falls loop walk. We've been for a swim in the falls and now we're doing the walk. And Ollie and I went in the water. Oh, and it's very hot. And we've done so many walks lately, we're all feeling a little tired in the legs, but we're going to do it, aren't we?
No.
And then another swim. We made it to the top of the waterfall. So this is where the water runs down to the big waterfall, I think. The waterfall must be down that way somewhere. We're back in Litchfield National Park again, our second day here. So we've come to have a look at the Tolma Falls. So what have we got to see here, Dad? You're the one that's on the reading about this.
It's a walk to another waterfall. The bottom you can't swim because it's a sanctuary for these two types of bats, this orange leafed nosed bat and the ghost bats. So you can't swim down the bottom anymore. But there's a walk that takes you to the top of the falls as well that you can see. I think there's a couple of small holes up the top that you can kind of dip off in, but largely not a swimming area, this one.
Alrighty, should we go have a look and see what we can find?
Yeah, just go.
Okie dokie, let's do that then.
Wow, that's a big pool down there.
It's a big pool and a big fall, isn't it? So much water coming through it. Made it to the top of the falls. Some pretty rock pools. You're not allowed to swim, but it's very pretty. Looking down into there, beautiful clear water, and that must be the edge just there.
Our next stop was at the Florence Falls, where you are allowed to take a swim. So there's a steep walking track that takes you down to these falls. They are super popular and there were loads of people here. So we didn't actually stick around too long in these pools, but Ryan and Xavier once again took a swim over to get a closer look at the falls. The water was a little chilly, so Ollie and I took a quick dip and then sat at the edge and took it all in. A little tip for you if you are going to do this walk and take a swim here is that the track is a loop track and it's a lot easier if you do the full loop so that you come out and don't have to go back up all the millions of stairs. Our final swim of the Litchfield National Park was in the Bully Rock Hole. The Bully Rock Hole is kind of more a series of little rock pools with a waterfall flowing through them. There are all varying different depths of pools. Some of them are quite shallow like these ones here where you could just sit in and let the water flow over you, and there are quite a few pools that are also a whole heap deeper where the boys had so much fun jumping into the water. Out of all the swimming spots to visit in Litchfield National Park, I think this was probably the favourite for the boys. They spent hours playing around in the rock pools, and I think that probably the jumping was the biggest highlight of it all. Here they are taking just a couple of jumps into one of the super deep pools. There were heaps of kids here really enjoying this spot as well.
We've come to have a look at the magnetic termite mounds in Litchfield National Park. These are really fascinating actually. We're just reading all the signs, there's a lot of words here. But the termites are a particularly vulnerable species. They're white termites, and so their environmental conditions can affect them quite badly if they're not in the right home. So they've built their termite mounds that are oriented north-south because it means that the termite mounds actually have one side that's always in the shade, so they can move about in the termite mound and protect themselves from the heat throughout the different times of the day. So pretty cool. We'll have to go have a look and see what they look like.
Extremely tall, aren't they? So we'll see them shortly. But they live in an area where it floods during the wet season. And then obviously in the dry season the heat and that gets extremely high, so they have to store food etc inside these mounds to basically exist within these harsh environmental conditions. So apparently they're only found here on Earth, these particular termites.
Looks like a bunch of gravestones.
It does, it actually said on that signboard that they some people sort of liken them to gravestones. They do look a lot like gravestones.
Tag on the side. Now, so the pointy, so the side bits on it would be taken.
Yeah, you're correct. You're saying the same thing. You're correct, Ollie.
So they're shaded this side at the moment. And you can see the other ones. So the other termite mounds on the far side, like we can see here is the south one, the magnetic one. And then just over there are the Cathedral ones that are quite different, and they don't, obviously the variety of termites that lives in those ones don't need the same specific sorts of environmental conditions that these magnetic ones do.
There's a lot of magnetic ones and there's a few small magnetic ones.
Yeah, they seem to
See, they
mostly
hardly
be
cast
magnetic.
a shadow.
Yeah, true.
Because of the way they are.
There are a lot of them. And look, they're almost in rows, aren't they?
Looks like common graves.
Not white ants, they're termites.
These ones here aren't white though.
No, remember the soldiers are red.
Ah.
Oh, not soldiers, the other ones.
Workers.
Soldiers have red heads with red tinted bodies and dark pincers.
You can see them, there's some holes in the, like there's a hole down this end, and you can see them coming in and out of the hole in the side of this one. This one's probably got quite a good spot because it's kind of shady here too. There's a lot of them.
Yeah. Work pretty hard going up and down that hill in comparison to their body. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, they grow to over 5 meters high and they're 5 millimeters in size.
Wow.
So it kind of, you know,
The scale.
Think about your size. It's like building a skyscraper and climbing up and down the skyscraper every single day.
See, so the walks we make, you guys do like nothing in comparison to what these little guys do.
Go.
Yeah, they're fit. Oh, they have got 6 legs too, haven't they? By the looks of it. We're going to have a look at one of the cathedral termite mounds. This one is estimated to be over 50 years old. So, pretty crazy. These ones are massive. The cathedral ones actually seem to be bigger in a lot of cases than the magnetic ones. Seems like it's a bit crumbly on the top.
Though termites are tiny individuals, together they leave a bold and lasting impression on the surrounding landscape. See, these ones are red-bodied. This is made apparent by the many mounds you can see. However, only a fraction of the termites around us live in mounds. 3/4 of termite species found in northern Australia, northern Africa, are hidden from view. These species build their nests in trees and underground. The mound you see here is made by the aptly named cathedral termite. Reaching over 5 meters high, these structures are an impressive achievement for a mere 5 millimeter long termite.
And this one looks like part of it's crumbled too, so it might have been even taller at some point.
That's where we will leave you for this week's episode. Thank you for tuning in and following along on the journey with us. We'll be back again next week where we'll share our time with you as we travel around Darwin and start to make our way down towards the centre of Australia, where we plan to visit Uluru and some other pretty amazing features in Central Australia. Make sure to hit the subscribe button so that you get the next episode, and you can also follow along the journey with us on social media at Financial Freedom by 40.